had to stand alone. Everybody had to get their own, so just give me my chance. It was times I had to stand alone and it wasn't in my plan.
What's up, YouTube? Today we're back with another video on why Cooking with Kaya fell off. I ain't even gonna waste your time. Go ahead and leave a like, comment. It really helps the algorithm. And let's get straight into the video.
2024 to 2025, a young lady from Southern California took over TikTok with a bunch of cooking videos. And whenever the video started, we all heard
Cooking with Kaya.
And Cooking with Kaya would indeed blow up. Not only
literally though, what happened to her
on
though?
TikTok,
what happened to her? She
would become for quite a while a very popular streamer. A very popular streamer. And we all know what happened at Streamers University last year, where she had that incident and she ended up dumping her boyfriend at the time, Zay Braun. She suffered a lot of criticism online, especially from ladies who were hating on her because she had a male fan base and also because of some of the twerking that she was doing. Also, the way she handled the Zay Braun thing caught her a lot of animosity, and she would actually have this breakdown.
What do I do? That's so bad. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I literally don't be doing nothing. It's just always something. And I literally don't do nothing. Like, nothing.
And
it's so rare that I see
from my understanding too, like during this time period, she had lost like her sister or her mom or something, bro. It was like a double whammy.
Stuff about me.
But Cooking with Kaya would do pretty good, at least to the end of 2025. But something was fishy. In 2026, I haven't really heard a lot about Cooking with Kaya. And a lot of people are starting to notice it. We're almost out of the first quarter of 2026, and there is no word of Cooking with Kaya anywhere.
He's right, you know.
And that brings me to something that came across my desk just yesterday.
Cooking with Kaya is the definition of self-sabotage. I'm talking about she need to write a book on how to f life up. Just this time last year, you couldn't scroll on any app without hearing her jingle. Everybody wanted a plate from her. Then she decided to take her ass to Streamer University, get cracked, come home, tell the internet she broke up with her boyfriend because he wasn't good enough, then boom, whole life went down the drain. She ain't get no brand deals, ain't get to bake with Martha Stewart, ain't get to be a chef for Stefan Diggs, nothing. Soon as she decided to leave her boyfriend because of the fame, her whole life went to shambles. I hope y'all really learned a very important lesson from this.
And what's happening with Stefan Diggs?
Stop thinking you bigger than the program. Don't let the fame get to your head. And most important of all, don't leave behind the ones who only wanted to see you succeed.
This young dude put out this video, and again, folks thought he was hating. But when you really look at it, it made sense. Like, let's look at some of these videos that she's been posting. Again, this video that you're looking at right now has about 1.2 million views. It's pretty good. But if you look at the last few videos on her TikTok page, it's not looking good at all. The last video she posted has 96,000 views, 54,000 views, then 38,000 views.
These are bad views. These are bad views, guys. Jesus, a motherfucker supposed to hit well, I guess a meal, but come on, supposed to hit a meal every video now. Come on,
because as it seems, Cooking with Kaya is no longer making food content, and when she was making food content, she didn't have her classic intro. If you go to the video, you'll see a whole bunch of people calling it out. Like this person really fell off. Let's get you back up there. Please do the intros.
Got him!
This person, the Queen of Spades, no more of the little jingle? That must have been your man's favorite part. Right, like what's happened? She must have gotten tired of taking people's man. This other person says,
you can tell how old O'Shea is by like, I think, bro, you're like 40 covering my people content.
Cute and cook her
Get your money though. But
nothing is that serious.
And
that made me think about something just in general. What would make Cooking with Kaya leave something that, in my honest opinion, would be
It's like
very
you're talking on your
lucrative.
nieces and nephews in a sense.
I think the biggest lie that you're sold as a creator is that you can just live for a living. That if you just post yourself online and tell your story, you're going to be blessed with monetary opportunity. And while that is true in the short term, to maintain on that hamster wheel of doing brand deals, I believe, is the reason why a lot of people burn out.
So, first of all, Cooking with Kaya is a short form content creator, and then she was live streaming. Now, the thing is, it's a lot of work to make money as a content creator, for sure. And Cooking with Kaya was in an industry that is like very niche based, let's say like food and stuff like that. She was getting hooked up with Aiden Ross and certain other people, but for whatever reasons, those relationships fell through. And then
the issue with brand deals is that, one, your future financial security is at the mercy of some inbound brand deal coming in, and you don't know when your next brand is going to hit you up. Now, you can have these hot months where your content is hitting, and as a result, more brand managers are seeing it. And you'll have these months where you just go on a dry spell. And I've experienced that as a creator too, even though I had 900,000 followers, but I would still only land like one brand deal a month.
This part is also true about content creation. You know, somebody like Cooking with Kaya in the short form game, they're unlike people
That's
like,
why I need to go ahead and hit that
like
subscribe button.
Or
Hit that subscribe button. What we doing?
Anton Daniels or even Tariq Nasheed. Because if you're in the long form commentary space and you can put out enough videos a lot, I mean, YouTube is a great place to do that. Cooking with Kaya is more.
But I feel like she did drop the ball. If she's not doing the intros and none of that, then she's ultimately just like alter her whole brand. If she would have kept that whole thing going, then it's not hard to sit here and drop cooking content. You know what I mean? You eat every day. So that's you recording a video every day. So she should have enough content to drop every day, for real. She could do that every day. She would be making a killing. And then she, in my opinion, she should have started making like a YouTube how-to or this, that, the third, you know what I mean? And making long-form content that could translate into that short form. That way you're only making one video.
Of a short form personality. So the videos that she does on TikTok probably don't get a whole lot of money. She probably could get a lot of money on streaming, but yo, streaming is a hard thing to do. Like Kai Sanat, DDG, like, don't get me wrong, they are definitely paid, but they're working for a lot. Some of these dudes streaming 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, 15 hours a day, wherever they going. Like, that IRL streaming thing is crazy. And Cooking with Kaya is a lady, so
I don't see how they
that
do it.
may
like,
not be something
coming up
that
with
she
ideas
wants
for
to
a whole
do all
like 12-hour
day.
period. It's crazy.
And then
If you are constantly relying on brand deals, your creative freedom is somewhat at the mercy of brands. And I think a lot of us get into content creation because we want to experience deep creative freedom. But then what ends up happening is that we have to slowly but surely tailor our content so more brands are friendly with it. Maybe you need to stop cursing. But as a result, over time, you start to just lose sight of the core purpose of why you even started creating videos in the first place, which sucks because you started this entire endeavor because you love it.
let's talk about brand deals in short form content creation. It is very true that a lot of people, especially some of these, tier one multinational companies, L'Oreal, some of these fast moving consumer good companies, Pernod Ricard, Diageo, companies like that, they like to use a brand ambassadors like Cooking with Kaya.
That's what a lot of everybody use, bro. Go ahead.
Audience and a huge engagement. The problem is, because of her content with the twerking and all that stuff, it really leaves a lot to be desired. So even though you're getting a whole lot of views on TikTok, it's hard for somebody to really monetize you besides a betting company. And she did have a brand deal with Steak, but again, I'm not sure as to how well that thing went, and she doesn't have it anymore. And so now she's trying to position herself to go into lifestyle. And when we look at Cooking with Kaya in the lifestyle, she's just not a good creator. That's just the reality of it. If she's not twerking, or if she's not, cooking something that's very basic, nobody really has time for her. And it's unfortunate because Well,
y'all are freaked
Yeah,
out.
the first one and probably the biggest one is the parasocial relationships. That is very real. People telling you what to do, people not liking you for certain things, or people almost like demanding and wanting you to be a certain way because they feel like they know you. That is a very real thing, and I don't think I like that. And because I already don't like that as someone that only has 200,000 followers, I'm not seeing myself going further, as in hitting 500, a million followers, because it's just going to get worse.
This content creator says something that's so important. She has about 200,000 followers on Instagram, so she says, and she doesn't want to be a content creator because it's now very parasocial. People are telling her what she should do, how she should behave.
You sit here for 12, like 8 hours, 30 minutes, do something that, like, you got firemen out here working 48-hour shifts, bruh. Shut the hell up. Complain for nothing, bruh. Sit there and record your video or go to work. Simple. God damn.
And for certain content creators, it can get to you. It don't get to me. I don't give a damn what y'all think at all. But for somebody like Cooking with Kaya,
not talking about
it may bother her. And it appears it did bother her. And so she's taking a big break. And now, if you're like young like her, you don't have any real business skills, you probably don't have a business manager, you're not really marketable right now. I mean, what else is there for you to do? It's nothing. People quickly forget about you. And this is not just Cooking with Kaya that has this problem. This is a problem that a lot of these creators, especially female creators that really lead with, voluptuous body, that lead with some element of clapping in their content. The problem is, yes, they will get dudes to trick on them. They will get opportunities, but they still will need to work. If you're going to go to Twitch and stream all day, you got to.
But then again, that's not true, because you got this lady named Yoki Stirrup who do the same basic thing. I swear. Go look her up. She cook, shoot guns, hunt, all that.
Put in the work. You're not going to be able to just get by because
what does that mean her audience is?
And she did get into the right door. She got into the DDG door. She got into the Kaisonot door.
And that lady's way older than her.
But she didn't have the real work ethic to keep it coming, to keep it pumping every day. It seems like she just burnt out. And now Cooking with Kaya, what I see is she's just falling off. And this is what a lot of content.
And that's the crazy part. That's what I was talking about. Like she had a lot of like family internal issues going on too. So like for people to be, I get that whole fall off thing where these creators and people be saying like that, it gets annoying because like y'all don't know what these people be going through. And then once again it goes back to the like you're being parasocial. How you know they fell off? How you know they just not going through something right now? What if she got cancer or something crazy? No, God forbid. But you know what I mean? Like what if they're going to actually do something? Like, bro, I ain't picking up no camera. Like, that's the last thing I'm worried about is picking up a camera and trying to create some content.
Creators do, because at first you see money and opportunities come, but brand deals don't come all that often. Like let's say for example, if you're Tupperware, and Cooking with Kaya is in your niche. Well, Cooking with Kaya probably has a lot of male followers that would not buy that Tupperware. It would be better if she had a smaller audience of like 100,000 people that were, let's say, women, wives, cooks. But no, you got like 2.3 million people who are not really built for the niche that you're trying to make. And like what happens is when you're trying to get these brand deals to get more income, you have to change who you are. This is what Cooking with Kaya is trying to do now. She's gotten away from the jingle. She's trying to change who she is to get there to the brands. She's not making her own money. Like, stop the show. Like this show here, I'm making money talking about her ass, probably more than what she made today on TikTok.
I mean, he's not lying though,
right? But that's the reality of it. And a lot of chicks, and I'm gonna keep saying this, that's dealing with some level of booty clapping in their content, they're just going down by the wayside. I mean, look at the rise of AI models. They don't have to be real, but it does cut into somebody like Cooking with Kaya. And it just shows that if you don't have any real skill, you don't have any real thing to offer the public, you're gonna be in a place where last year you were doing good, and this year you're nowhere to be found. I'm pretty sure she could come back and bring back the Cooking with Kaya, but as it seems right now, she doesn't want anything to do with it because she's afraid of the image that she created for herself. That's right. Cooking with Kaya was good until it wasn't. She doesn't want to twerk and cook anymore. Because why? I think she actually hates it. Just like certain women that get on OnlyFans and don't like it, or become like booty models and don't like it, and they just get tired of it. I think she's tired of it, and she feels like it's just not worth it anymore. I don't know what she's gonna do now, because the change that she's doing is a fall off from what she's been doing.
How long can you do something that brings low energy before you be low energy? You know,
cooking with Kaya the way she's going right now is completely gone. And her ex-boyfriend Zabron, who was helping her out, you know, getting her money, getting her opportunities, hey, he has no reason to deal with her now. Seems like she's done, at least for today. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson.
What y'all think about today's video? Do y'all think she fell off, where she just like, I'd say she's just more in the rebuilding process or a rebranding process, and that takes time. That don't mean she fell off. It genuinely just takes time for you to rebrand as you know, as a new creator, or what you've been doing from your regular niche. So overall, I probably think she should have started somewhere else. Like, I feel like she should have started YouTube with that type of content that she's trying to do on her TikTok, and stayed the regular content that she's used to on TikTok. That way she stayed relevant, but people get to see her for her new channel. And once that new channel, you know, started surpassing maybe like 50,000 views, 100K views average or something like that, you know what I mean? Maybe she could have, you know what I mean, just fully altered into that side, like, not, you know, do all that twerking and dancing and all that, and maybe get more brand deals and stuff like that. But I totally understand where O'Shea's coming from and what they're saying. Like, all that, you can't even be marketable to kids. Like, who gonna let their kids sit there and see something like that? Nobody. Like, that's not a good marketing strategy right there. So we'll have to alter that up a little bit, buddy, for you to be able to get some bread. Like, the only people that's gonna be paying you is Rain Bet and Steak at this point. No cap. But if you like today's video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out and really pushes me. And with that being said, peace.
Everybody had to get their own, so just give me my chance. It was times I had